Good afternoon. For this lab this week, the consolidation lab, we will be determining the parameters of consolidation. Because it's a long-term test, I'm going to go through the procedures for setting up and performing the test, and then data will be given to you with which you can do analysis and calculation. Consolidation is the process of when a load on a soil forces water out of the void space, and this changes the volume of the soil. This is what accounts for settlement under buildings and construction projects when there's load applied. This is important because when you are performing some kind of design or construction, you have to be able to predict how a soil will react. And if you predict incorrectly, there can be really, really disastrous consequences. So what we'll be doing is we will be preparing a sample for a confined consolidation test. When you do a confined consolidation test, we'll have a sample in this metal ring of known diameter and volume to begin with. There's other tests like the triaxial test, where you have a cell with water in it that you can control the pore pressure, and that adds another dimension of analysis to the test. But we'll just be doing the vertical displacement. So to begin, we use this apparatus to get a sample. You take a sample of soil. In this we have the clay that you've used in the past for other tests. Put that on there. Align the pieces, and you can press straight through. Now, when we take this apart, you can remove the excess clay. And now we have a little still excess clay on here. You can clean this up with a wire cutter. So now we have a known volume and diameter of sample, and this we can then put into the apparatus. As I said before, consolidation is the process of removing water from a sample, so these tests are done under saturated conditions. A porous stone, like the ones used in the permeability setups, is placed on the bottom. Your soil sample is placed on top. Another porous stone is placed above the sample, and then your load cap is placed above that. This is your clamping ring, which when aligned properly will keep the sample in place. Load cap on top of that, and this goes into your geojack setup. Now, again, this would be filled with water, and the porous stones would allow water to leave and enter the void spaces of the sample that you have. This geojack system is a pretty incredible piece of technology we have in the labs here. It allows us, coupled with the software on the computers over here, it allows us to define parameters for the loadings, the time the loadings are applied, and it also takes readings of the strength and vertical displacement of the soil. All of these things put together allow us to perform analysis that give us the parameters for the time of consolidation and the magnitude of a consolidation under certain loadings that a soil will demonstrate. And that allows us to predict how a soil will behave in the field.